My article over the weekend was about Venezuela, Iran, and DR Congo. And I started with a poem from Camões, Time changes and our desires change. What we believe, even what we are, is ever changing. The world is change, which forever takes on new qualities. I was talking about destination Caracas, Venezuela, how years of sanctioned warfare have taken a toll. Maduro was being attacked by a remote-controlled drone. That, accompanied with rank mismanagement, has brought the country, in my opinion, to that point that Hunter S. Thompson described. The edge, there is no honest way to explain it, because the only people who really know where it is are the ones who have gone over. I was talking about the fact that, the petrodollar agreement was key to the ascendancy of the United States, and how any threat by any nation to undermine the petrodollar system is viewed by Washington as tantamount to a declaration of war. And I said the Chavez Revolution was always a rebellion in the superpower's backyard, and the machine was eventually going to bring it to heel by hook or by crook. I quoted an article by Andrew Corey-Biko, who was speculating that all the deals with China and Russia would be declared null and void. I said Maduro is, I am afraid, going down, just like Muammar went down, and as did Saddam. And then I was looking at Iran and asking what explained Tehran's resilience and the fact that it has been a prize that has remained beyond Washington's grasp. And finally, the DR Congo. And I was speculating that Dan Gertler had played some kind of role in Washington, where Jason Stearns said, I think the most startling thing is how quickly we have shifted from a discussion about the integrity of the electoral process to sweeping all these very serious and credible allegations of electoral fraud under the carpet. Venezuela's Juan Guaido wants China to see Nicolas Maduro as bad for business. I will be very clear, all agreements that have been signed following the law will be respected. If previous agreements were signed by adhering to the due process of approval by the National Assembly, they will be accepted and honored. We want to establish a transparent relationship with China and put an end to the plundering of our resources that has prevailed under Maduro's government, which has ultimately also affected Chinese investors. China's development projects in Venezuela have been falling as they had been affected and destroyed by corruption or debt default. Beijing has invested more than $62 billion in Venezuela, mostly through loans, since 2007. It imports 3.6% of its oil supply, down from 5% in 2017. And then a very tongue-in-cheek article in The Guardian, Nicolas Maduro must be praying for the US to intervene in Venezuela. One thing alone could save the Maduro regime in Venezuela, that is Western intervention. Nothing unites a country like a sovereign enemy on its borders. Venezuelans may hate their president, Nicolas Maduro, but they also hate the US. China may be exasperated, but it is Maduro's ally, and would have to help him if the US attacked. So the US and everyone else should leave Venezuela alone. Unintended consequences of outside intervention scream down the ages. Only Donald Trump seems deaf.